You just alluded to it, that you can't wait to go home, and obviously you're a little bit tired right now. How did you guys find a way to get through this back-to-back after Vegas, after all the travel, all that stuff?
Some dogs, man. I don't mean like the barking stuff we do, but like that is a crazy travel schedule. And just like, obviously, like cup games are a little more intense too. And obviously, we go down to the wire for both teams. Miami and Orlando, who are really good defensive teams and just good teams in general. So just finding different ways to win. Did a good job executing down the stretch this time. Learned from the Orlando game in spots that we can get better at. And I thought we were able to kind of put that to use. That's the beauty of the NBA, is that you play so many games, you get another opportunity eventually to kind of get back at stuff that you want to get better at. And tonight was one of those nights.
Go. When a team plays that much zone defense against you, does it take patience? Does it take
relentlessness? I mean, it just seemed like you guys continued to crack it. You continued to find just enough spots in the middle of it. What's the feeling?
Yeah, zones is something that teams have thrown at us just in the past to kind of slow us down, and it's just one of those things where as a team you have to trust one another to make the right play. I think just me and two have the ball up top a lot, so it does take a lot of trust to be able to trust other guys to make plays, and we have a team full of playmakers. So,
Jalen, how much does the game plan change, if at all, after Jimmy comes out in that game?
I mean, it's a all-star, so it does change a lot just as far as that, but I think as far as focus goes, it stays the same, if not heightens even more, because I think guys play more freely, and when you don't have certain guys in the rotation, that's just how basketball works. So I think from a focus standpoint, it kind of made us buckle down even more. But yeah, he's such a big part of the team, and he's had games where he's had like 29 and 19, like, you know what I mean? So he's had some crazy games. So when he's out, it just kind of makes us more on high alert for other guys to kind of try and get their game off.
You've been wearing the Harden Volume 9 for the past couple of games. It's a shoe that up until today nobody else had besides you and James himself. What is that relationship like with both James and Adidas, that you get first dibs on a shoe that nobody else has? And what is it that you really like about that shoe?
Yeah, me and James are cool. Yeah, just a good dude, and I've been wearing his shoes probably since I got into the NBA. So it's just a good fitting shoe for my feet, and I think we both wear the same size, so like the exact same size. So like when I first started wearing them, he was giving them me, and yeah, just a good shoe. The 9s feel good. Just something I'm comfortable playing in.
He's been very vocal, saying that the 9 is the best basketball shoe out there on and off the court. Would you agree with that statement?
On the court is up there. I think his 7s are tough to beat, but yeah, like I said, I like playing in the 9. I don't know if the hoop shoe trend thing where you wear them outside of the court will be a thing. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be participating, but yeah, I mean, he matched it with his Ferrari, so I can't really do that. I don't have that, but yeah, it's a good shoe. It's definitely a good shoe.
Dub, individually, I mean, last night we were sitting there talking. It felt like endlessly about how you shot 0 free throws. You shoot 7 tonight. You have your season high. Like, what did you tell yourself after last night? I guess how much of it were you able to translate to tonight?
Same thing I was saying yesterday. Just got to stick with it, and you can't shy away from it or run from the challenge of doing it. And I'm good at getting to the basket, and a lot of it is just about like finishing. And I'm not like going in there looking to get fouled. Like getting fouled is like a product of force and how hard I'm going to the rim. So just kind of continue doing that. They call it. They don't. But I still got to be able to produce and find other ways to be effective.
And I thought it was interesting yesterday when you were talking about that 3 or 4 play stretch in the fourth. You were just saying that you just started trying to dunk the ball. Is that something you're trying to bottle up? Like, can you bottle up that sort of attitude or energy?
What do you mean bottle up? Like, just like, you mean like conserve it?
bottle it up so you can use it whenever. So you can have that.
Yeah, I have the capability to dunk a lot of stuff. There's a lot that goes into dunking too. Like, you know, like when you're getting hit going that fast, a lot of times, like, just from like a safer, like, make sure you land right, you know, you try and shoot layups and stuff like that. But yeah, usually if you dunk it, people end up getting out of your way. So that's kind of what I was doing. But at the same time, kind of just like I said, going in there to finish. And if I get hit, I get hit. But just trying to score and, you know, leave it up to the refs to do what they do without it really involving me.
Jalen, other team took a whole lot of shots at the rim tonight, and you guys ended up taking just about over half of your shots in the mid-range. Was it a result of both teams trying to take away the paint and you guys just kind of settling there? I mean, I know you guys are one of the best mid-range teams in the league, but was it a result of just kind of what they're giving you there?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how much Thunder basketball you watch, but we shoot a lot of middies. But I don't know. They're in a zone too, so... You know, I think you said our rim attempts were low today. Yeah, I think that's also a product of it. You know, when you're in a zone, you usually kind of dissect it to get a three or, you know, kind of you're getting those little floaters, touch shots. But yeah, they were just in a zone a lot, and that's kind of what was there. So I wouldn't say it's more of a settling thing. I think in transition, we still hit the rim a lot. I think I got to the rim enough. But yeah, just being in a zone as long as they were, like, you're going to have to get those looks, and we kind of settled with them and knocked them down.
In 4 nights, and you look at that fourth quarter, it starts with Dub picking up the ball, swiping at the ball, ends with, you know, Caruso deflections and, you know, that O board. Just how much of that quarter is like representative of the team you guys have been this season?
Yeah, we do whatever it takes to win. Every night's gonna look different. We know that. And all that matters is that we get a W at the end of the night, and we did enough to do so. No matter the circumstances, it's an opportunity to go out there, get better, and win, and we did so.
This team has won enough games now, off defense, deflections, turnovers, whatever, to be kind of known as like a defensive team. Like, are you okay with that being this team's identity?
Absolutely. We'd like it to be. Very rare does the team win without having a really good defense. And it's not coincidence. To win games, you have to stop your opponent more than they stop you. And then that's where we hang our hat every night.
Go ahead, Tim.
Shai, flying back from Vegas, 5 hours or whatever it was to Orlando Wednesday, then going 2-0 on this back-to-back. Teams don't do that. Teams take a schedule L or they find an excuse. Why is this group different? Why did you guys embrace this back-to-back coming off Vegas?
Yeah, we didn't want to make an excuse. I like to say, have the best jobs in the world. And it sounds crazy, but it's a little bit spoiled. We play basketball 2 nights in a row and get paid to do so. It's so insane. You know what I mean? Like, we have an amazing opportunity. We're blessed to be in this position. And personally, like, I love playing basketball, so I didn't see the opportunity as insane. I saw it as something I get to do, and I love it,
Right, Tim again.
To follow up, you're a young guy, and obviously you've had a lot of success. You've been on the world stage, FIBA, Olympics, all that stuff. Where does that perspective come from? How have you figured this out so fast? It would take some guys a career to figure out what you just said.
Yeah, I think it's my parents raising me. Humility and being humble was like always the first thing. And just being grateful for your opportunity. So many people in the world don't have the same opportunities that I've had as a kid and growing up and I do today. And not to say my life's been perfect by any means, but it's been better than a lot. And to always be grateful. And if you look at life through that lens, usually good things happen to you. And I think that's how I got here.
Shai, in a game like this where Jimmy kind of, is out in the middle of the game, how much does the game plan change, if any at all, after he comes out of the game there?
Yeah, it changes a bit. We still have so many talented guys over there. So many parts of the game you have to worry about. So many plays you have to worry about. But yeah, it didn't change too much. Still was a close game. They're a really good basketball team, really well coached. So yeah, we knew it was gonna be a dogfight regardless.
Also, neither team seemed to have taken a lot of shots at the rim. Both teams took a lot in the mid-range. Do you think it was a result of both teams trying to take away the paint and just kind of you guys taking the shots that were given to you? I know you're one of the best mid-range teams, but is that just kind of a result of the way that they were defending you tonight?
I believe so. The paint and the rim is where the best shots are generated, and every night you try to limit your opponent to that. And they're obviously a good defensive team, us as well. So that is definitely always at the top of the scout going into a game, and I think both teams executed it pretty well.
Shai, for Bleacher Report Kicks, your signature logo with Converse was recently unveiled. How exciting was that, and what can you tease about your upcoming signature?
Very exciting. It feels like I'm on the runway now, and I'm getting to the point where the shoe's about to be unveiled. So yeah, it's very exciting. A dream come true. I can't wait for the moment. What was the next part? What can I tease? I'm going to tease nothing. Yes, but you guys will see very soon. Well, not very soon. Soon enough.
Shai, I don't know if we ever got the chance to ask you, but Christmas is next week. Like, did you have a reaction when you guys were left off the Christmas slate?
For Christmas game? Yeah, disappointed for sure. I'd love to play on Christmas Day, and I think we're that caliber of team. Now the NBA makes their decisions. You can't slight them for it. It's the ball's in our court to prove to them why we deserve to play on that game, and we have a whole 82-game season in the playoffs to do so.
Mark, just given the circumstances, this easily could have been a game where your team ran out of gas in the second half. What is it about this group that prevented them from doing that? And what did you see from the team?
Yeah, these guys are monsters, competitively. And then I think, we've done a good job. We've been on the road 9 days. I thought we had off days in Vegas, and the guys did a great job of kind of putting money in the bank there physically so that we were ready to play and exert energy and kind of play it for the long haul. So they did a great job, not only tonight, but on the trip to prepare for tonight. And now we're excited to get back home, get off our feet for a couple days, play a home game, be the first in, we've only played, I think, 3 in 5 weeks or something like that. So looking forward to that.
And then J-Dub, we saw him at the rim last night. They're obviously playing zone, trying to take that away. What'd you make of the mid-ranges he hit in the fourth to help propel that, late run?
Yeah, he had a great blend tonight. I thought, hit some big shots, the corner three at the end, made a couple threes, was at the rim, had the mid-range going. That's, I think, the power of attacking the rim like that is they have to now catch that, and the mid-ranges become a little bit more clean. He got to the line tonight, but I thought he played kind of with the same intention last night as well. So really good progress for him here over the last week or so.
Mark, just thinking of the whole game collectively, but especially the fourth quarter when Dub is reaching for Terry Rozier's pockets and Caruso is deflecting literally everything. Just how emblematic is that effort in that quarter of just this team as a whole this season?
Yeah, I thought the fourth quarter, second half, really effort was big time. From that's a really hard team to defend from an energy standpoint because you really have to be in their pocket. They run those shooters everywhere, and they really strain your communication defensively because they're constantly back screening and sliding out of screens, and they're very difficult to guard. They require a ton of focus. I thought we did that, and then we gave great effort on top of it. I thought the offensive rebounding in the second half was huge too. Hartenstein obviously, but Lou got a big one. We got on the offensive glass, got ourselves some extra possessions that proved to be important.
Hi, Coach. This team has a lot of games during the season with 120, 130. The last two after the NBA final, the NBA Cup final, is 104, 105, if I'm not wrong. You think maybe what happened in the final with the defense of the Bucks could teach something to the rest of the teams on how to defend this amazing team?
Maybe a little bit, but I think some of it's physical, to be honest with you, at the end of the trip. I think some of it, these were lower possession games. I don't know about tonight, but last night was a pretty low possession game, so that skews a little bit. And we have to get better offensively. We're not a complete finished product on that end of the floor. We're still learning Hartenstein and how to integrate him. And we still have a long way to go in terms of things we can improve. So that's exciting. But at the same time, the stuff we're doing well isn't like in the bank. We have to sustain that as well. That's how we're going to be a better team. Not only the improvement of the things we have to get better at, but the sustainability of the things that we're doing well.
Where's the veteran leadership come from when you don't have a guy who's 31?
We always say the leader is the person doing the right thing, and we really try to make leadership accessible to everybody through your actions, not necessarily your words. And we make leadership entitled to no one. So, Alex is a veteran player, K-Rich is a veteran player, but they're not entitled to it for that. I'm the head coach, but if I'm not doing the right thing, I'm not leading in that moment. Shai's obviously got a lot of gravity, same thing. But we've got a group of guys that walk the walk, and they step up at different times. They hold each other accountable at different times, but we try to make the collective the source of leadership, and that's worked out well for us.